I want to talk to y'all about the open flank method. It's something I made up. It's something I invented, but it's a very smooth tactic. Cause I hear like a lot of women tell me like I'm so smooth and stuff like that when I'm just talking to them. They just cut me off and be like, "You so smooth, whatever." There's two things I want to talk about: open flank and the act of disapproval. These are two strong tactics you can use to get under a woman's skin. The open flank, what I mean by that is you want to slam a compliment into a question, pretty much. So if I seen a girl walking and I thought she was attractive and stuff like that, I wouldn't call her like beautiful and like that. So let's say she's Jamaican, right? I'm just use this as an example. Let's say she's Jamaican. So Jamaican lady got like dreads. Sometimes they wear like these little metal things in their dreads. They got an accent. Uh, let's say she wear like a green, black, and red dress, right? So I'm talking to a Jamaican lady. Now I'm gonna be like, say something like this, because you want to slam compliments and whatever you got to say, like that's like it's real sweet in the middle, but end it with a question, or end it with a question. So I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna say something like your accent is your skin is on point. You got these something about your eye that's like real cute. But where you from though? Okay, then she tell me where she from, but she understanding that I'm not just calling her beautiful. Or like it's how you come off with it too. You might say something like, "Oh yeah, I noticed your beauty from like a distance, but like I know you're not from here, right?" You see what I'm saying? You slam like a compliment in the middle of a question. You end it off with a question or something like you're curious about, as far as her. Or you might be like you might say something like, "Them colors really fit on you," and like all this, like your lips is so perfect and like a little, with the little curves and stuff like that. But where you get that dress from? Or you might say something like, "I ain't gonna tell you about how pretty you are and how perfect your body is and how tall you is. I want to know more about what you do for fun." You see what I'm saying? It's the open flank, and you might ask why it's called open flanks, because like in the middle of something, like in the middle of a statement, they listening hard. Like they listening to your words and adjectives and how you say things, but you always end it off with something that you inquiring about, something about her. You understand? So it's like really it's like adjectives, a statement, or adjectives, a compliment, then a question. Keep it like that. Like keep it in that motion, and then she answer it, and then be like, man, then once she answer it, then you hit her with the same method, back to back to back to back to back to back. Because you not telling her that she's just beautiful, just pretty. Because they hear that a lot, right? You want to keep slamming these compliments inside of a question. Or she might say, let's say she said she from the Netherlands and stuff like that. So you might say something like, yo, like you might be like, it's something about your voice that turned me on. But like, how far is the Netherlands from United States? See what I'm saying? Like I'm slamming a compliment and a question, cause you want to trail on what y'all was just talking about. So whatever she said last, and then you got a question in your mind, hit her with the open flank, focusing on adjectives, compliment, and then ask her more about that. She might say, "I'm from the Netherlands. I stayed out there for this amount of years. I make quilts and blankets and stuff like that." So you keep that in your mind, like you make quilts, blankets, stuff like that. Then you come back in it, be like, man, like, and you say something like, "I could tell you work out and stuff like that, cause how even proportion your body is. But like, what kind of quilts do you make?" You see what I'm saying? Like it's like two prone approach. Like I'm complimenting her. I'm complimenting her, letting her know I'm interested. But I'm also asking her about something she just said. All right, y'all gotta understand this part. This is very critical. So adjectives, compliment, and then question about whatever she just said, or if you starting to question off about something, you keep it in this manner. In this manner, you keep doing it back to back. Right? This don't come off as thirsty. They noticing how you paying attention to them physically, and you attracted to their aura or their aesthetics, their energy, body wise. Like you coming off real smooth with your word, but you ended it with a question on something she just said about her life and stuff like that. All right, and another thing is the act of disapproval. Like say so let's assume you having a great time with this girl, you laughing, y'all smiling, and y'all just loud, you telling her stories and stuff like that, and then let's say she's smiling back and stuff like that too. But at some point in the conversation, when y'all having a good one, when y'all having a good conversation, and you know she engaged, you kind of want to be like, oh my God, no man, that's crazy. You want to turn your head to the side, act like you about to pull away, like, oh no, like man, that's crazy. And you know, so she might say, she might say, I'm sorry. She might say, "Oh, I'm a little toxic." You be like, "Oh my God, no." She said she a little toxic. You act like you act like you about to get up and walk away. You're like, "Oh no, man." She said she toxic. When you do this, like they lean more forward on you and put their arm, like they head on your shoulder. Or like, no, 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 it's not like that. And then they get to grab you and stuff like that, like grab your arm, or they rest on your hand on your arm or your shoulder, or they lean forward. Like when you lean out, when you lean outward, they lean inward. You understand? But sometimes when you just sitting there talking to her, she might not feel the need to touch you, grab you, lean on you. But when you get to a point where it seems like you disapproving of something, like, oh no, she said she had like 2-3 toxic dudes. Oh man, I don't know about this. I don't know if I can do it. You just laughing, leaning this way. And that's when she lean in and touch you and like because she think like, oh, I don't want to lose this dude, like he don't like that. And it's all just like all playful and game. I swear this works every time. Even if you standing up at a bar, sitting down, even if when you talking to a girl, yeah, you can have a good conversation, but like your body language, make it like face the outward way, like you about to walk away, like you about to step away. And sometimes you want to like step away a little bit while you're talking to her and then engage. So it's like a disengage, re-engage. Disengage, re-engage. Like whenever she say something that's like kind of like offish a little bit, you kind of want to disengage. Like, oh man, my God, act like you better walk away, because it's kind of like gives a little break in there, and they kind of feel like, is he gonna walk away or something like that? Like is he not feeling me like that? Even though we have a good conversation. So it's like the disengage, re-engage, and open flanks. I swear, use these tactics, y'all. Women will like lean on you, grab on you, it pulls them closer. You don't come off thirsty. It's real smooth, man. Use these tactics to your advantage. Open flanks, re-engage, or engage, disengage. Keep doing it. Keep these two tactics up. Using open flanks and disengaging and re-engaging. I swear to God, dude, this fucking work. Like, it's giving me goosebumps. Like, it works every time. Like, it's so smooth and like it's just so powerful. Like, and it lets you know if a girl really feeling you or not. But at the same time, you come across not as thirsty. Like, you coming across as like, okay, I don't really need this girl like that, but I'm talking to her. Because women think they don't do nothing wrong, or they don't say nothing wrong. So when you can like do that, disengage, re-engage, disengage, re-engage, and you want to use face your body language the other way, like your hips facing the other way, your head not go this way, but you come back into the conversation. Sometimes you fuck up because y'all standing there and y'all standing in their face for so long, thinking all this talking is going to get you in them drawers, and even though it might be good talking, but you doing way too much talking. Like, that's the only thing you doing, and you think these words is about to get her. No, you gotta disengage sometimes. Disengage, re-engage. Like, stop thinking you can get it in with the words all the time. Cause then she look at you as a different dude. Cause most dudes don't disengage, re-engage, or they don't use open flanks. Open flanks is something I invented. I made that up through my years. Cause I used to, I didn't get every girl growing up, but like the more I mess with girls, the more I learn. Like it was just something naturally I would do. It's not like I'm manipulative. It's just something naturally I would do because I ain't had no father growing up, so I had to learn these tactics on my own. And I was content growing up, so it's like I ain't had no struggles and like that. So I learned like certain ways to talk to them and stuff like that because I wanted to make it more interesting, stuff like that. But yeah, use open flanks, disengage, re-engage. All right, even if you just walk up to a girl at the bar, you talking to her, you're having a good time. You want to step back a little bit, then step forward, and then act like you looking around somewhere else. Then re-engage. While maintaining a good conversation, y'all laugh and stuff like that. Like, do that. Why when y'all laugh, disengage on her ass, then re-engage on her ass. Like, I swear to God, like this shit, so motherfucking powerful, dude. Like, she gonna be thinking about you the entire time. Like when you leave and stuff like that, and like she gonna text you back, especially if you use open flanks. Like when you can compliment her but keep the story rolling. Oh my God. They're like, damn, like they don't think like, damn, we having a good conversation and he's complimenting me in the middle. Like he's telling me how attractive I am, but we still having a conversation at the same time. It's like you gotta use the power of insinuation, insinuate stuff in her head, insinuate she's this attractive, that's attractive, her aura, physical, whatever she do, like, and then it's even more powerful when you can insinuate a compliment with something she just told you. So it's like you paying attention, you let her know you paying attention to her conversation. So you want to insinuate compliments and act like you really, you into her, but not nothing overt though. You just plant seeds in her mind of attractiveness and how you feel about her in that moment. Then you ask them the question, because you keep on adding on to the question. The more she talk, the more questions you ask about this, about that, where she's from, what she do, what she like, what she don't like. Like you slam you put a compliment, insinuate a compliment in the middle, and then trail on what she just said about herself. Powerful, guys. All right, man. I love y'all boys. Take care. Any compliments, leave them in the box down below. It's your boy Relly, Players Mind Mentality. Take care.